It looked like it was going to be on RCTV, RMHS one as well. It looked like it was.
Well, we set it up
to go on.
We set a link up to do that.
Oh shit! Then now we don't have it like.
But we never sent it out to anyone. This is a live in 2 hours.
Did they broadcast the girls' game today?
That conservation thing is on RCTV right now. There's a conservation meeting.
Here's the thing: if that runs late, they used to bump us until that game. You know, in the past, we had to wait for conservation committee to end. Not a lot, but I remember one time we weren't live, and all of a sudden,
Can we go to the second option or no?
Yeah.
Do we need that laptop and all that?
I just brought it in. I forgot the table because it's in Jen's car. And it's 7:45 now. Let's see that. I'm going to email them and see.
Coming to you live from Burbank Arena here in Reading, Massachusetts, where the Reading Rockets look to take on the Winchester Sachems. Got about 5 minutes of pregame here. Just getting things started here with the broadcast, so give us a moment if we're not live, or if we are live, just working on a couple things up here. Reading coming off a tough 4-0 loss to Arlington. Winchester, on the other hand, has, let's see what we got here. Can't seem to see the Winchester schedule in front of me right now, but Winchester has had an up and down season. They've had some tight games with some really good opponents, and then they've lost some games by a few to others that weren't so highly ranked. So we'll see what comes about tonight. Reading coming off a 4-0 loss to Arlington. The score was 4-0, but the score was 2-0 when Reading pulled the goalie, and they gave up a couple late ones. Tight game. Arlington came out to play. Reading played pretty good in the second and third. Didn't have the best Reading Rocket results in that one, but you know, when they play again later on in the season, we'll see. We'll take our chances. Chris, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Gary.
Okay, good.
I haven't got confirmation we're live yet, but we very well could be. I don't know.
I'm not sure. That's why I'm just talking to the fans at home like we are live. Some early results in Bavarian with a 3-1 win over St. John's Prep today. Game just ended a little while ago. Bavarian got an empty net to win 3-1. A couple other good games.
Bavarian's really moved up the rankings, huh, Gary, since the start of the season.
Yeah, and also St. John's Shrewsbury has made a gigantic move. Their best player, the kid Daniel Mendelkin, they had last year. They kind of rode his tail all the way to the Super 8 champion, to the Division I championship game, and lost there. And he went on to play at Bowdoin, but you know, people weren't thinking that they were going to be that great, but they have beat Zavarian and CM, I want to say, this week already.
Yeah.
Reading is ranked 7th in the current rankings for the MIA, the real rankings that they placed for the tournament. Reading, even coming off the 4-0 loss to Wellington, they dropped from 6 to 7. Not a huge drop, so it's good to see that Reading stayed up high up there. I think they've got St. Mary's and a couple other teams right on their tails, but you know, this should be a good test right now for the Rockets. Winchester has played some great games this year already. They lost 2-1 to Zavarian in overtime. I believe the goalie made, one of the Winchester goalies made up in around somewhere around 50 saves in the game. And Winchester also, I believe, Winchester has lost 2-1 to Zavarian. There was another real good game for Winchester in there that I'm drawing a blank on.
Did they beat Arlington 2-1, or?
I think Woburn might have beat, Winchester. Yeah, I think Winchester might have been Arlington 2-1.
Yeah. Yeah, it's but they're coming off a couple of losses, right? So
Yes,
and obviously
so.
Reading's coming off their first loss, so
Yeah.
I expect a high energy game from both teams tonight.
Oh, for sure.
Both want to bounce back from their recent losses and
Some of these league games, you throw the record out the window and you just want to come away with a win. I know the Reading fans at the Reading pregame party there, the parents are hoping to win, hoping to win by a couple, just win. But yes, you just want to come away with a win on these games here.
just win, baby. Doesn't matter.
Just win.
I know that 3 goals is a magic number for power rankings, but to be honest, you just got to win.
Yes,
And,
absolutely.
Even if it takes overtime, doesn't matter. But
Yep. So again, like Chris was saying, we're not positive if we're live right now. I know RCTV had a little bit of trouble carrying the games earlier this year. I believe they have the problem fixed, but somebody just said that it looks like they're going live in 2 hours on the RCTV channel. I know there's a conservation meeting that was on the website earlier, so we'll see.
well, whether it's working or not, we'll just run with it, and if nothing else, maybe they'll be able to post a video after the fact, even if it's not live. People may be able to watch it later if necessary.
Oh yeah, they have
If it's being recorded, we should be all right.
They have a card in there that they record the games as well as broadcasting. So if it's not broadcasted live, it'll be broadcasted at a later time for sure. We're going to put the mics down for the national anthem.
Rousing rendition as always.
Oh yeah, we got students are in the USA set up tonight, looking good up there. Always a good student section here at Fairbank Arena. Big time home ice advantage when the Rockets play at home.
Yeah, so once again, We believe that we are now live, which is awesome. We're getting some camera adjustments here, so bear with us. But this is Chris Meehan. I am here with Gary Morrow to bring you this tilt between the Reading Rockets and the Winchester Red and Black. Two top Middlesex teams. Always good battles with these guys, and what we were saying earlier is both coming off a loss, so expect to see some high energy, intensity hockey tonight.
So we have Jack Sullivan here, Jack Melly, Camden Greterix on the forward line, and we have Nate Vitorisi and Dave Nebry on the blue line, and we have JT Coyne in net.
Got JT Coyne getting the start tonight. He's been their man all year, having a great season. So they'll look for him to keep them in the game here tonight.
He was very good in the Arlington game. He made a couple gigantic saves. One in particular where the Rockets went down 2-0. Kid came in on a breakaway on the next puck drop. He made an unbelievable stick save and went up into the screen, and he gave them a chance to win in that game. As I was saying earlier, the 4-0 score, it was 1-0, and then a loose puck went off a Reading leg out front for their second goal, and then they scored an empty netter, and then went on to score one more very late in the game. So it was a tight game against Arlington. Reading looking to bounce back again, like you had said.
Well, I think that what that means is the Rockets have a bunch of goals ready to go here, Gary. Get back on the scoreboard.
Let's hope so. I would like to see the second line get a little more involvement with the goals here. This first line heavy for Reading, and I'd like to see it spread out a little bit.
All right, we're underway here. Osborne throws it behind his own net here for Winchester. Up the boards, but not out. Sullivan trying to put some forecheck pressure on. Now it's picked off by Vitorisi. Quick shot, hit the post, Gary.
Great shot.
Off the post. Nice play, nice snapshot by Vitorisi. Good read there, too.
Vitorisi to pinch there.
Great pinch. Winchester does break it out here. They get it in deep. Osborne coming off the D to be the first man in there, and the puck went out of play, so face off in the Rocket zone here.
Good chance there early on for the Rockets there. Nate Vitorisi with a great read at the point was able to take it, walk down through the slot there, and looked like it caught the goalie and then the post. Great chance there.
Yeah, so the Rockets keep the same line out there. Winchester changes it up. Face off now, bouncing around in the corner here. Rockets are able to break it out. Sullivan, the Greterix stays on side, does Sullivan. Big hit there. Good pressure by the Rockets to keep the puck in. Winchester takes control for the moment, but the Rockets are all over them in the offensive zone, Gary.
That was a big hit there, but Greterix took. Good to see that he's fine and skating around out there, staying out there. That was a big hit.
Another hard shot from the point by Vitorisi. He got deflected in the middle. Didn't make it through. Now it goes into the corner, and Rockets will try to get their line changed here. Vitorisi.
Reading might be able to catch Winchester in the change here.
Shaughnessy dumps it in deep. Filipski first man there. Shaughnessy behind the net. Filipski. Flip coming out of the corner, looking back to the point. Shot and tip in front.
Played really well in his first game back from injury last game. Look for him to have a big season there.
Yeah, good to see Flip back out there. I used to call him Little Flip, Gary, when his brother was on the team, but I guess I can't now. He's the only Flip. There's a shot from the point and a save tied up out front by Graham Emmerich. Is in net tonight for Winchester.
So we got Gavin Furness and Brady Keaveney on the point here. We have Jack Barry, center, and Jack Filipski and Aiden Shaughnessy. Love to see this line get going. Last game was the first game they played together with Ethan coming back from injury, so look to see them get started earlier.
Furness stands his man up and allows the Rockets to get it in deep. Emmerich leaves it for his defenseman into the corner. Into the middle. Controlled by Winchester, and that's going to be nice as they angle it off the boards all the way down. So we'll bring it back down this side for another face-off.
Great step up there in the neutral zone by Gavin Furness. Great job standing the man up. Even if it doesn't look like you take the guy's body out, just get in front of him and make him, get stopped there. He gives up the puck, and the Rockets get the puck into the offensive zone just from that one little play.
All right, we got Healy taking the face-off. He's out there with Nolan Sullivan and Brendan McCurtain. And then Doan and Vitorisi at the point on this shift.
Yep.
No ice, so Doan's going to have to play this. He tries to go up to the wing, picked off by Winchester, but now they do get control, and they get it out. That dump and hit a shin pad, bounced all the way down. Now it's kicking around in center ice.
Good play there by Nate. Good read.
Yeah, good awareness by Nate to get a piece of that puck and now let Winchester get a free shot.
Great block there by Matthew Haley coming through the slot there. It's a way to give it up.
Back to the point, a shot saved by Coyne. Saw it the whole way, right into the glove.
Yeah, good looking save there by JT early on. Good to get some action early on in the game and get loose. Rockets have controlled the first few minutes here, I would say.
All right, the belly line back out there. Bakari takes the face off for Winchester. Turn around the slot, a shot and a kick save by JT into the corner. Varsity creates some space, tries to hit his man on the far side. Giveaway here, now they come back down 2-on-1 and a shot gets deflected out of play.
Great stick there by Gavin Furness. Great stick there to be able to get his stick. Nate played the body and it turned into a 2-on-1. It looked like the right play to start there when Nate stepped up and hit that player, but turned into a 2-on-1 and Furness was able to deflect it out of play. Great job.
Yeah, he stayed in the passing lane, took away that pass. Winchester wins his face-off. A shot gets blocked. Furness has trouble with it. Kicking around on the boards. Bakari comes out with it. Furness recovers. Melly helping out. Back to the point. Osborne, a shot. Deflected by Sullivan, and it's going to come all the way down for icing on the Rockets.
Good job by Sully to get his stick in there. He didn't have time to get his body in front, so throws his stick out there and deflects that puck. Good job. And MIA hockey, they allowed shift changes on the icings, which I know Kevin gets upset about. I absolutely agree with him. I think you need another ref though to be able to kind of police that.
Yeah, if they ever go to the three-man officiating crew, maybe we'll see that. But dump out comes out to center ice.
Good job by Filipski to get back on the onside there.
Filipski's trying to feed Shaughnessy, doesn't make it through. Furness steps in, shot, save. Filipski out of the corner, quick shot, and save.
That's a good chance there by Filipski, and that's something the Rockets were kind of missing there. Good to get that back.
Yeah, he had the right idea. He was looking up for a pass. Nobody took him, so put it on net.
Yeah, good attempt. Caden Emery on the point with Nate Vitorisi here. Just got Jack Barry, Filipski, and Shaughnessy out there.
Nice win by Barry on the back
there.
to the point. And shot saved. 2-on-2 battle in the corner here. Winchester physical, gets the puck, doesn't get it out. Nice block by Filipski. Now Emery. Traffic is wide.
Good job by the Rockets to keep that puck in. Got 10:30 left in the first here.
Shaughnessy tips that in. Rides his man into the boards. Winchester gets it up, not out. Now they do get it out. And Emery's going to take it, reset a bit.
Good job by Nate Vitorisi there to fend off that guy to be able to keep this puck.
Let's kept that in with the body. Threw it up front.
Great pass there by Aiden Shaughnessy there across to Jack Barry. Didn't work out, but that was a great look.
Nice heads-up play by Vitorisi not to touch that puck.
Absolutely.
I thought the ref was maybe going to tell him he could have got it, but he knew to stay far enough away so that they get the icing call. So face-off coming to Emmerich's right. 10:01 here to go in the first period, no score.
You got Haley McCartan and Nolan Sullivan out there.
Winchester's able to get that back. Good body by Vitorisi. Now they are able to get it out right back in, and Emmerich's going to leave it for his defenseman. That pass did not connect, so there's going to be an icing here.
Oh, I don't know if that should stand there because the Reading player lifted the Winchester stick as he was trying to play that. I think that would be normally an eagle-eye referee would have waved that one off.
He was trying to make a play on it, to your point, and I think they're talking about it now, maybe. But
yeah.
And they're giving an explanation to the bench. Probably not one that they like, but they're
normally on a missed call like that in hockey, for anyone out there that's not a big hockey follower, that the puck would go to center ice and they would have a face-off if they realized that they had screwed up there, which they did, but they're not taking the blame for it. We'll take it, though. As Reading fans, we will take the offensive zone face-off any day of the week.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to change the call here, but they are just going to keep getting an earful. Again, maybe rightly so, but they made the call, they conferred, and they're going to keep it in the offensive zone here for the Rockets. See if they can capitalize. So Healy will take this face-off. He'll try to draw it back to Furness if he can. Not able to do that, so it's going to get rimmed all the way around and out. All the way down. No
I would have
icing.
called that one over the other one any day of the week. See, this is what happens.
Make-up call. Make-up call.
Yeah, we'll take it.
That's not good. Sullivan picks it up with some speed through the zone. Dump in. Winchester first on it. High off the glass and out. Thrown back in and saved by Emmerich.
Still offsides.
Yeah, they're going to go. Are they going to go all the way down with that one?
I don't know if they're going to say. I don't know if Brendan knew that it was offsides, but
looks like.
So the puck, the face-off comes to where the nearest dot of where the puck was dumped in for the offside.
Where it was played from.
So
exactly.
it comes to center ice there, because that's where the puck was last played into the attacking zone with the players still in it.
All right, D to D. Keaveney gets it into the Winchester end. Breakout play by Winchester. Melly got in the way of that one. Still in the zone. Some quick passing there by the Rockets, but they're not able to keep it in here. And that one is going to be a nice.
So I got a text saying that the volume does sound good this time.
Okay.
I'm not sure if it was something with RCTV being able to take over now that the volume, and maybe there's also a scoreboard on the, I think there might be a scoreboard on the screen that the person is watching at home as well. So that's
if they have that other camera on the end working,
yeah, I think
that
it
stays
is.
fixed on the scoreboard.
Yeah, it must be on. So that's a good thing.
Out of habit, I'll probably still be saying how much time's left.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh, good try there.
Sullivan was trying to get it onto his forehand there, and
great pass there by Melly.
up and out. Bouncing puck, Federici settles it, gets the red line and dumps it in. That was a little bit of a dangerous play. There wasn't a lot on that, but it worked out for Winchester. Now they break it down 3-on-2. Now the Rockets do get back, even it up. Fredericks turns the other way. Has a little space. Got Melly. He's got two men with him. Federici broke to the net. Winchester defenseman took it out front. A little dangerous there again, but no harm, no foul. Now Osborne trying to shake Shaughnessy. Big defenseman from Winchester. Rockets are able to get it out to the blue line, but not all the way out. Doan looks. He has Shaughnessy, hits him in stride. Shaughnessy tries to get around his man. He has to get regroup. Does keep it deep.
Great read there by Shaughnessy. Read that Filipski was going to get to that puck. That was a pass that Shaughnessy made to Filipski down low behind the boards down there. That was a good play.
Puck squirts free out by the circle. Winchester picks it up, throws it all the way around. Gustafson's able to get it out of the zone and takes a big hit for his trouble. Dump in is kicked into the corner.
Oh, good job by Ethan Filipski there to avoid the check, but stick
broke, so he's going to have to get off the ice and get a new stick.
Oh boy.
Gustafson, yet again, gets it out but pays the price. He's looking for a call, but nothing.
Rockets are going to want to stop playing the puck a little bit more here, because they're going to get called for the next one for sure.
Fitzgerald out there for his first shift made a nice job to take away that.
Cormac Fitzgerald.
Henry out front. Fitzgerald shot goes wide.
We have Cormac Fitzgerald, Desmond Fitzgerald, and Blake Emery here giving some energy, looking fast and strong out there. I like it.
That one-on-one works out in favor of the Rockets, but now Winchester's able to get it deep, where JT is going to just leave it for his defenseman. Nate flips it out, center ice, knocked down, put back in. playing a little pitch and catch here. Both teams now it is pushed behind the net here. Varsity, D to D. Embry skating it out. Onto the stick of Fitzgerald where he's going to dump it in. They're going to go for a line change.
We got McCartan coming out there with the third line there. McCartan, Haley, and Nolan Sullivan. Good back check there by Haley.
Rockets doing a nice job, really, taking away time and space, especially in that neutral
There
zone.
we go. We have a
position.
play right here where the defender could maybe throw it up ice. That's a play that Arlington uses a lot with the stretch pass. All game long, they get the stretch pass for the dumps.
Yeah, you'll see a few teams that like to do that at this level, especially. And not a lot, but you do see it.
Yeah.
I think it depends on your personnel, whether that's a good play or not, right?
Yeah.
You got some of those speedy guys up front, and here we got a little 2-on-2 scrum in the corner. It's kicked around, back to the point. Furness shot is tipped, made it through in a save.
Winchester goalie seeing the puck pretty good. It's a lot of screens out front, a lot of pucks getting through to him, but making the save on him.
Sullivan with the forecheck. Melly comes in, tries to tuck it. It's at the post. It was loose for a minute there, and Sullivan
great chance there.
took
Great
a hack
chance
at it.
Melly.
Puck was free. It was a good play by Sullivan. Play to the whistle. He's going to get a little bump for his effort, but you're expected. That's expected. Now the ref will clear away the Flotsam and jets him on the ice with the broken stick over there.
He had continuous play there for a while. There, Filipski's stick broke a little while ago. Does Bruce buy other kids on the team stick as well?
I think if you ask him nicely, he might. I don't know.
Yeah, we're gonna make sure Bruce gets deals on those sticks. So we'll have him flip up a new twig.
It's another shot by the Rockets and it was saved by Emmerich. Now they try to change sides. Gustafson.
It's happened 3 or 4 times now when their wing guy goes to accept the pass on the boards. They turn fully so that it would be a hit from behind.
You're right. They're kind of exposing that backside there. I don't know if they're trying to take away the body or what the deal is. Or they're just trying to shield the puck.
I hope they wouldn't have that as a play. The kid could get really seriously hurt.
It's almost like a trap play. Kind of,
it sure is. I don't like
that's not the case. All right, Sullivan dumps it in. Jack Sullivan. Gretorix gets a stick on it, gets pushed off the puck. Now Sullivan back to the point. Varsity. Hard shot and save. Rebound, kicked up front. And it's cleared away by Winchester, and they're going to ice this puck. The ref waved that off.
Yeah. It's correct in waving it off. Don't could have played that and let it go.
Yep. Here's a stretch pass by the Rockets.
Tipped it, I like it.
Shaughnessy first man there.
Second line out there with Shaughnessy, Barry, and Flipsky. Gavin Furness and Nate Varsity on the point.
Just able to muscle that away and get it out. Now Bakari trying to find his man back behind the net. Bakari tried to swipe it out front. It didn't work. Wynn was the first one there from Winchester. Now Varsity angles it up to Shaughnessy. In the Arlington game, I listened to a little bit. The announcer for Arlington had an interesting way of pronouncing Shaughnessy's name. I wish I could remember what it was.
Oh, my goodness. He was butchering every name out there.
Yeah. I give the kid credit. He was doing the game by himself and all that, but it was, Varsity was not Varsity that game. He was Vitarsi or something.
Vitarsi.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm sure I'm butchering names on some of the opposing teams too, so.
Yeah. I don't
Not intentional. Not intentional.
Good job by the Rockets there, collapsing on the player there in the slot. It looked like he had a little bit of room, and 3 Rockets are right on him right away.
That pass out front was intercepted by the Rockets. They get it out of there. They had to leave it now. Keaveney off the boards. Glove down by Winchester. They collect that and get it through center ice. Wynn dumps it in. Burkhart. That was Burkhart, number 11. Rockets throw it all the way down, and that's going to be a nice. Just over 2 minutes to go here, Gary. What do you think? What do you see?
I think Reading this has been typical Reading fashion all year. Other than the Arlington game and the St. John's Prep game, Reading has kind of dominated their opponents, I would say, and you know they've definitely won this period, but they just don't have anything to show for it just yet. But as long as they just keep working hard, and, you know, the floodgates have opened later in the games here for the Rockets. You'd like to see them start a little earlier, though.
Plenty of time in this period to get one on the board. All right, now here we go with a breakout where Gretorix had to go back for that puck. Gets ahead of steam. Sullivan in the middle. He tries to drop it to Melly. Puck, that pass was intercepted, and Winchester's able to get it out. Vakari throws it in. That is Joseph Vakari, number 12. Looks like there's two Vakaris. Anthony's number 17. Emery lost it for a minute, but Gretorix's going to have enough space and time to get it out when he does. Melly takes it. Stolen back.
Great hit right there, Jack Sullivan. Great hit.
Way to take his man off the puck.
Oh,
Sullivan.
good lead, good look.
Nice pass back into the middle, and Sullivan just couldn't get couldn't get his stick free to get a tip there. Nice pass.
Yeah,
nice work by this
try.
line. Now Melly gets it over to Gretorix, and that's deflected and hits the I-beam.
Oh boy.
First I-beam of the night.
First I-beam. Kevin, we miss you. I know you're a big I-beam guy.
It's a nod to our partner here, announcing partner Kevin Murray, who's not here tonight.
Thank you, Kevin, for missing tonight. Let me sneak into the booth again. Before I make myself a regular, I did realize that you can plug in a third headset, so I am all set. So.
Gary's working on it. He's working on it.
Yep.
We're going to have a full crew soon. There's a play out front. Net got moved around, but play continues. Barry tries to get it out front, gets it back. Does get it out front. Shaughnessy, great shot to save. Might have got the stick there, the end of the stick.
Definitely hit the knob of his stick there. Shaughnessy's been very good.
There's a great tip out front by Filipski. The Rockets still have it. Puck's up, loose up front. Oh, and a nice save by Emmerich. He get his glove on that. Shaughnessy would like another shot at that.
Great start here for the Rockets. Haven't found the back of the net, but
yeah, that was a great sequence, and they were all over Winchester there.
38 seconds left here. Mark's going to stick with this line.
Barry, face-off won by Winchester. Ball's blowing up, the head of steam. Tries to get it to his man up front, and gets all the way back to the
30 seconds
Rockets.
left still.
Just shot through traffic and a save. Filipski.
Great attempt.
Good wrist shot there, and still in the zone. Now they do get it out, and Furness puts it right back in. Down to the final 12 seconds here. No ice, so I think that's probably going to do it. The Rockets can just take care of this puck, and they're going to try to just kill it there in the corner. So we're going to finish this first period with no score.
I thought Reading definitely won the period, I would say, even though the score is 0-0. Reading wore them down. I like what I'm seeing from the second line out there with Filipski, Shaughnessy, and Barry. I think they're working well together tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if they're able to, you know, get back on track. The second line, the forwards on the second line only have 2 goals this year total, but I do expect them, you know, if Reading is expecting to make any type of a run anywhere, they're definitely going to need some more scoring. So it's good to see a little offense coming from that line.
Yeah, no, they play with a ton of energy. They move the puck well. You can see them looking for each other out there. They're all trying to work in unison, which is great. That's what a good line does. And they start to feel where each other's going to be. So let's see if they can keep that up in the second period. So we'll take a little break here with no score after 1. Reading Winchester 0-0. We'll be back in a few.
coach for you as well.
Yeah. When do they start classes next week?
He had classes. He's back already this week. Yeah.
If Jack doesn't go back, he flies back Saturday.
They started classes last Thursday, last Friday.
Oh, they go early.
Something like that.
All right, Gary, we're back. Teams will be coming out in a minute here. The start of the second.
Yeah, look for the Rockets to get some early pressure here and hopefully pop one early. Again, Rockets have had some good pressure tonight, and game flow is pretty good. Rockets have set up in the offensive zone, cycled the puck, and had a lot more zone time. And I didn't track the shots on that, but I would think that probably somewhere around like 14-5 or something.
Yeah, I would agree. That's if I was going to guess, I'd say something in that range. But they definitely outshot them, but still a tie score. Nothing going on either way yet.
So we have a little downtime right now, and I was wondering do you do the food shopping, or does Laurie do the food shopping in the house? Or
that's a great question. Now that I have a Costco card, which I got again last year for the first time in a while, I tend to go there and do a lot of it.
Yeah. How about Market Basket? Do you hit Market Basket at all here?
Well, I do, and I'm not going to tell you when I go, because I found a really good sweet spot to go and not get run over by carts. So I don't want to tell you when that is, but it's usually me that does that.
Okay. Well, I was going to ask you how do you like the new Market Basket? Just said let's just redesigned the whole entire store like a couple months ago for some odd reason, and said let's just put everything in some other weird spot.
Yeah.
So it's kind of annoying now. I don't know. But I'm starting to get used to it a little bit.
I'm with you. As Kevin Murray said, bring back RDT is what I think he said.
Oh yeah.
He feels like once they get rid of him, that's when things change. So
okay, maybe
there might be some truth to that theory.
Yeah,
but
maybe he liked the aisle set up the other way. They get rid of him, and they went to the same one as that Woburn one with the Woburn one down by the Woburn Mall area.
Oh, that's been around for a while.
Have you ever tried to park in that parking lot there?
Oh, I hate it. Can't stand it.
Goodness, dude.
I go there when I have to, but there's a lot of great stores and things to do in there, but parking is brutal.
Oh yeah, there are a lot of great things to do at all these places, and I'm not talking bad about any certain in particular business.
Speaking of parking, tonight we always give a shout out to Eddie Peduto and what a great job he and his crew does. He was actually with his flashlight and his yellow jacket in the back, making sure all the parking was in order behind the rink tonight. So
I actually have never seen that, and I couldn't believe I was, maybe that's something new this year.
He does it all.
Good to see him out there because it is pretty dark out there.
All right, we're underway. Puck gets taken away and stolen from Emery. Now it's coming the other way. The shot doesn't get through. Kicked around, and now it's going to be banked off the boards and out of the zone.
Not the start the Rockets were looking for here. Not the start they were looking for, but they could turn it around very easily.
The turnover was dangerous. Winchester didn't get a lot on that shot, so.
Yeah, Caden Emery felt confident there going through the middle and ended up losing the puck there, but it didn't wind up being a great opportunity for Winchester. The puck got the guy coming down the right side there lost the puck, thank God.
Winchester had another shot there, so we got a couple of shots early in this period. Plays to continues, dumped up front. JT pushes it out. Sticky puck. Now Melly's going to take it. 1-on-2. Onto his backhand. He tries to go to his forehand and get to the net, and he lost an edge.
Yeah, he lost an edge there. It didn't look like he was tripped. He lost an edge there. The fans are upset, but it did look like the right no call.
Yeah, I didn't see a call there either, but
at the next whistle there, they might try to find another puck or change this one out for sure. The puck has been sticking. There is a little bit of water on the ice as well. It doesn't typically happen here at Burbank, but you hate to see it happening.
And they do have an ice bucket for the pucks too, so they do try to keep the pucks on ice down below to avoid that, but sometimes it happens. This is the Caden Brady, number 15. I'm told he's their top scorer on the Winchester team. He's their first line center. Osborne brings it in. His shot is wide. Barry now up the boards to Filipski. He tries to get it out. It's kept in.
Oh, good block shot there by Barry. Too bad it didn't spring him for a breakaway there.
That took a Winchester bounce and stayed in the zone. Barry's got it again now. Up the boards. Not out. JT just watches that one go. That was high and wide, so no reason to touch it.
Good stick there by Shaughnessy. Good stick lift there to keep that puck going into the Winchester zone.
Daniels for Winchester, trying to get some speed. Skates by a couple of Rockets, brings it in. Shoots it around Vitorisi. Save, gets his own rebound, but it bounced over his stick. Nice play by the defenseman there. Sullivan blocked that one down. Now, McCurtain, his shot is deflected off Daniel's stick and out of play.
Winchester with a great start to the period here for them. We didn't see any of this in the first period. They've kind of controlled the first 2.5 minutes there early.
Yeah, Healy will take this face off over the boards. Puck gets tied, the stick gets tied up so that the puck's brought out of the zone by Winchester. Deflected off a skate in the zone, but Doan's going to bank it all the way out.
Rockets still have the third line out here with Curtin, Sullivan,
Gustafson did the same thing. It looked like down here Gary kind of turned his back to try to shield the puck, and we had an offside call, so face off on the dot here. Right in front of us.
Redding had touched that, which I don't know what was the whistle for. If Redding was.
I wonder if maybe did it go out of play over there by the bench?
It might have. We're a little blinded up here. We can't see down.
It's kind of a blind spot for us there without blocking the camera, but I think it might have gone out of play and brought right back in. So
Winchester student section gets loud there for a second. Oh, there's a
trip. We're going to have a penalty coming up here, so the Rockets are going to go on the power play.
Good job by Nate there. Little cell job. Good job there to draw a penalty though. Did definitely had a stick up inside of his rib area.
In honor of Nate Vitorisi drawing that penalty, we'll give a quick shout out to his grandparents.
Oh yeah, we know that they are watching tonight.
Out in Bellingham.
Yep, from the Ham.
Hello, folks. Hope you're enjoying the game.
Rockets will go with Cam Gutterich, Jack Melly, and Aiden Shaughnessy at the forward spots, and Jack Filipski joins Nate Vitorisi at the point.
Filipski to Vitorisi, to Melly, back to Filipski, flip to Melly, Melly on the circle, and move it around again, all the way over, tries to go cross ice to Melly, Melly tries to backhand it, it's picked up by Winchester, and now they step in front of that and break out. This is 15, we talked about, passes deflected in.
Great job by Nate Vitorisi there on the back check. He was able to steal the puck, control it, go the other way, and now he rips one in the slot there. It's blocked.
You know, putting that forward at the point, sometimes you end up with that situation, right? Where they're going to say that was out of the zone, that Melly was out when he kicked that in. I don't know about that one.
I don't know.
I don't have the right angle to decide, but.
Good try there by Melly to be able to keep that. Redding still has 118 on the power play. Moving the puck pretty good. Not many chances yet, but
what I was saying, Gary, was, you know, with Filipski playing D on the power play, if a play like that, you have that turnover, like Nate's got to make sure he's got that step to help get back.
Absolutely.
Filipski's not going to have those defensive instincts, right? So.
Yep. Melly with good zone entry there.
Yep, Filipski's first man there. They're trying to slow it down and move it around. They do. Melly back at the point. His shot is deflected off a stick, and nice job by Winchester to get in the shooting lane there.
Yeah, Rubin's doing a good job of blocking shots here.
They get it out. Now it's dumped in by D'Agostino.
Still have 46 left on the power play.
Melly bringing it out, looking for somebody. Filipski. He didn't have enough room to collect that pass, so that Winchester was able to get it all the way down and kill some more time on this penalty kill for them.
Now we got Blake Emery, Jack Sullivan, and Nolan Sullivan out there on the power play too. Here we have Jack Barry at the point with Nate Vitorisi still out there.
Down to the final 15 on the power play.
Nate Vitorisi
now they got a
go
penalty.
for a trip.
Penalty on the Rockets here with 13 left on their power play, so they're going to go 4-on-4 for 13 seconds, and then they're going to be shorthanded. The old, you can't do that, Shannon. We need something more original than that, don't we?
It's Winchester packing it in on the road. I like to see it. And Redding right back. The weekend, hey. Love it.
Yep. The penalty happened right in front of that section too, Gary, so
Yeah.
they're enjoying that.
Yeah.
See if the Rockets can quiet them down. Osborne has Filipski trying to mess things up, and Filipski does mess it up, and now he has control of the puck. Shot and a save.
Gotta get back there.
Now we're about 1:40 left here on the Winchester power play with a penalty to Nate Federici.
Great job by Ethan Filipski there on the stealing that puck and coming in, ripping a shot there. Goalie made a good save.
Rink-wide pass is controlled for a minute by Winchester, but it's in deep. Now it is able to be dumped all the way
go
down.
for a change, yeah. Good time to go for a change, yeah. Get some fresh killers out there. 1:15 left on the PK. Gretarix and Nolan Sullivan are out there right now. Gavin Furness and Brady Keaveney's getting some penalty kill action.
Nice play by Winchester to read that pass and create a shot there, but no harm, no foul. Now they do get a shot out front. A good kick save by
Rockets
JT.
are running around a little bit here. You want to stay in that box a little more controlled.
Yeah, they're in the box now. They just got to hold it here. Into the corner. Bakari. Furness wins that 1-on-2 battle. Gets all the way down and out.
Good bounce there.
Rolling puck. Emmerich doesn't get much on it. Oh, and Sullivan was trying to get a quick shot, but he couldn't get a handle on it.
Yeah, it's a good play by him to control the puck still there. Too bad he didn't get a handle on that one. I know he would have loved to have gotten a handle on that one. He's a really good penalty go ahead.
Down to 17 seconds left on the power play for Winchester. Osborne trying to get ahead of steam.
Yeah.
Big tall guy, long legs. Tries to do it himself, and Rockets do get control and push it all the way back into the Winchester end.
Rockets are back at full strength there. I'm not sure if you mentioned that already, but we got the
penalties up.
Back to 5-on-5.
Both teams just killed off a power penalty, and with 7:40 left, we're back to even strength. In the corner here, D'Agostino looking for his man back to the point.
Good job by Jack Sullivan
pass.
staying in the shooting lane there.
Furness was there. Bakari out front. Couldn't connect.
Good job by Jack Sullivan right there to win that puck and get it to Filipski with speed through the neutral zone there.
Nice pass through traffic by Filipski to Sullivan. Sullivan wheeling, cuts back the other way. He gets bumped down. Good body work there, but the puck's still in the zone. Rockets are still causing a lot of havoc here in the offensive zone. Really making Winchester work to get it out. They do, and Rockets will be offside and have to clear. The little stop pass was too far. So now the Rockets come back. Federici, he's got a man out front. He shoots and score! No, the ref waved it off. The ref waved that off.
That went up and in the middle bar, it looked like, from there. Looked like it definitely went in. Obviously, if it hit a post, it would have made a noise. It didn't make a noise back there. It went in the middle, up off the back.
I felt it hit up where the water bottle was, but...
Absolutely. I'd love to get a text if anybody's listening from home.
The referee is saying definitively it was not a goal, because the bench, Coach Doherty and folks are asking for an explanation. He's saying no. Sir! I'm going to blow the whistle dead here.
We can pull it up right now. We're going to see what we got on the replay here.
Yeah, we had the front angle. Obviously you'd love to have a camera down on the goal line, which we just don't have, but...
Yeah, well, we're going to keep playing on here.
Very reminiscent of a play here a few years ago with Woburn in the playoffs at this rink. A shot like that, and they called it a goal. I think you remember that, Gary. You were texting us.
Yes, it was.
We were broadcasting that game. You were home watching, and we were talking about on the replay, did it go in, did it not go in? And so, whatever the case, it's not a goal. Then there's nothing you can do about it. Can't be overturned at this point, so just keep playing and give one that's going to be a no-doubter here. Puck dump back in by Vizela here for Winchester. JT leaves it for Emery. Back to Federici. His pass, he's intercepted it.
Yeah, it
center
looked like it
ice.
went in. I just watched the replay back and it looked like it went in.
There's a flip pass goes in deep here, and
Yeah, it looked like it hit the back underneath the back bar.
certainly I did. I called it a goal, but
5:27 left here. Rockets got to just keep battling. That was a good no goal, but good play there.
yep, great shot by Vitorisi on that play. Great possible 2-on-1, and he looked up and he realized the better option was a shot. And while we play on here, McCurtain, his pass got blocked. Now Winchester breaks it back the other way. Brady goes in, gets his own play. Puck dumped in there, and now it's Healy's going to pass it up to Sullivan. They get it out. Put right back in, so the Rockets will regroup here. Vitorisi up center ice. McCurtain to Sullivan.
McCurtain had some speed there.
Winchester does break it up and out on the right side. Now they cut through the middle with the puck. Brady back to his defenseman. Change sides. Another deflected pass.
Oh!
That
Jeez,
was
you got to call that just for the contact.
yeah, that was scary. But Furness kept his legs under him, which is great.
This period's flying by here. We have 4 minutes left here.
Yep, play continues here. Now Brady tries to get it out front to Bakari. It's intercepted by the Rockets. McCurtain uses his body shield to his man, gets a little speed. Gets ridden off the puck, but gets it deep. Osborne up to his winger, back now behind the net. Lisi.
Oh, good interception
Pass
there.
intercepted, Gretorix on the breakaway, break in, he scores!
Gretorix with a great interception there and a great goal.
Cam Gretorix puts the Rockets on the board with 3:36 in the second period.
Good job by Redding to just keep battling hard, even after that no goal there. It looked like it went in, so it didn't matter. It didn't end up going in. Redding kept up the pressure. Good play there by Cam Gretorix and a good finish. Having a great start to the season there. That's Cam Gretorix's 8th goal of the season there to go along with five assists. He has 13 points. Having a great start here for the Rockets. Putting them up 1-0 here with 3:36 left in the second period there.
Yeah, unassisted goal by Gretorix puts the Rockets up.
I've gotten to see him play the last 4 years or whatever it is. And he is a great player. He's really got a great hockey mind. And, you know, he's only a junior. He's got another year, which is great. Look for big things from Cam Gretorix.
Yeah, he's having a great season. There's a shot and a block by Gretorix. Playing some D now.
Good block there.
Keaveney trying to hit Sullivan. The puck goes past him. He does a nice job to push Winchester up the puck, but they do recover and bring it in now. Burkhart with a shot is wide.
I think that stick has been out there in between whistles. I believe that there's been whistles.
The other
and there's
broken
been puck
stick.
drops.
Yeah.
I think so, because that's been down there for a while now, I believe.
He's moving it now. Yeah, that was
Didn't that
there.
stick break like 5 minutes ago? Did they not notice it on some of the puck drops on some other plays?
That's a good question. Maybe because it was white and they didn't see it. I don't know.
Has there not been a whistle in that long, maybe? That's...
Yeah,
we did score, so
It was quite a streak, though, before that goal.
I
No whistle.
believe
After the
the stick
penalties,
was there.
it just seemed like a continuous play here.
Oh.
Winchester with a shot in the slot, the save. JT had some help up front. Now he makes another save and ties it up.
That's not going to fly.
There's those extracurricular activities you always see when
I got to
goal
say,
gets
the
a little
place,
tap, they're gonna
the
go
place
after it.
erupted on the Reading goal. I got to tell you, a loud cheer for that Reading goal there. Battling all game there, finally got one. It was good to see the fans, student sections buzzing tonight. You know, some of the games where it gets away a little early, they empty out, but the student section has stayed strong here through the first 2 periods.
Yeah, Winchester's been putting some pressure on the Rockets this period,
Yeah.
so that goal is huge.
And also, they've got a great little student section over there as well. Arlington, I was shocked. Arlington probably had a similar student section to what Winchester has right now the other day for a home game against Reading.
Really? Well,
Yeah.
you know, Saturday afternoon game's a funny time, I guess, maybe.
That's
Well, I
true.
won't make
You bailed on
excuses.
it,
A real
right?
fan's
You
gonna
didn't-
show up
yeah,
anytime.
You didn't go to it, right?
I did not go.
Okay, that's what I thought. I was just kidding.
I was just like half those fans. I didn't want to give up my Saturday afternoon, I guess. But the shot is wide.
But I did hear you already say that you did listen to the telecast because you were questioning the announcers' names of the players. So I like that you're tracking the games that you're not at.
I did put it on. I had the audio playing in my ear pods while I was busy, and got a few chuckles out of some of the pronunciations of some of these names, or maybe it's enunciation.
Ooh,
no,
that's
the
a little
enunciation was
prospect.
fine, but the
2-on-1,
pronunciation wasn't good. All right, here's a break in 2-on-1. Filipski back up front, shot, a save. Wow, Flip had a great on the doorstep. Nice pass back by, is that Shaughnessy?
Him and Shaughnessy have had great chemistry here early on in the first two games since Filipski's been back, which is great to see, like I was mentioning earlier.
Yeah, Shaughnessy with a nice look, and Filipski right there, and a great save by Emmerich.
1:42 left in the second there. Love to grab another one.
Winchester wins his face-off. Osborne tries to get a little space. He's bothered by Sullivan. Now it's picked up by Gretorix in the corner. Back to Sullivan, Jack Sullivan. Got Melly up front. Melly now goes to help him. Still in deep. Good pressure by the Rockets. Not creating any passing lanes for Winchester. Again, Melly now is going to take it, tries a self-pass. He's pushed off it.
That's a trip, and they don't call it.
Yeah, Gretorix is down. Melly has the puck.
Oh, here
Now
you go.
Gretorix comes
Gretorix.
out with it. Realizes he's by himself, and he just tries to tuck it in from the side, and
What is that?
they got to call that.
What is that? It started with a punch? Yeah, that was really close to going in. Gretorix was almost able to tuck that in. That puck was right on the doorstep there.
Yeah, Melly kind of got a little hack to the back of the legs there, it looks like, or backside, but they're not going to call it. The bench is telling him the same thing we were just saying. They should call it.
Reading's going to stick with the same line there. Melly, Gretorix, Sullivan.
Melly wins the face-off to Vitorisi.
1 minute remaining in the second period. 1 minute.
Now Vitorisi brings it in. Has a shot. Oh, up wide and out of play.
Too bad. Good try there. Great rush.
Gary, he tried to go where Mama keeps the cookies, right?
Yep,
Top
right
shelf.
off top shelf. That was good try there. Good try. A lot of chatting going on down here between. I don't know if it's between Reading. I don't know if it's between the Reading players and the Winchester players or what, but a lot of talk going on down there. We got 51.4 left.
And now
51.4 left in
talking
the
to both
second.
benches here. Now we're ready for the face-off. Melly wins that one back. Gretorix stepped right in and caught it. Couldn't get a shot. Melly behind the net out front. It's intercepted by Winchester, and they do get it out. Right back in by the Rockets. Up the boards and out. Offside. Rockets had it clear, and they do. That should be an ice. Yeah, that missed everybody, so it is an ice.
Jack Sullivan and number 21 had a big collision, big boy collision down there. Brett Daniels. Sounds like one of those WWF old wrestlers there, Brett Daniels. Rockets going to stay with the same line, first line here. Vitorisi and Furness on the point. This game has been physical. Both teams came to play here on a division game.
More explanation to the benches for the ref. Now we're ready. Now he wins the face-off. Vitorisi through a crowd and a blocker save there by Emmerich.
Ooh,
That's going to be kept in by Melly. pushes it ahead to himself. He's in the corner looking, tries to create a little space, gets bumped down, still has it. Winchester comes in and steals it. Now they break it out here. Shot gets blocked, and we got 2 seconds left, and a late period shot is saved by JT Coyne. So we're going to finish the period at 1-0. Winchester had a pretty good period, Gary, I will say.
Yeah, Winchester definitely had that period was, I would give that period a draw maybe. You know, Winchester definitely had some chances early on. Reading scored 2 goals, one of them counted. But, you know, I wouldn't. Oh, they're going over the goal there.
Yeah, he's just recapping. It was an unassisted goal by Gredix, the only goal of the period. So
JT Coyne has been good here. You know,
he's been very good.
Playing great early in the season and playing great again tonight. You'd love to get an early one in the third here.
Yeah, both goalies have been really good, I will say.
Definitely.
Emmerich been good, and JT's been outstanding, as we've seen just about all year here. So, Gary, remind me, I got to listen for the 50-50 number tonight, because
that's right. Stephanie
I'm pretty convinced I'm going to win, and I already announced.
Shook you down at the door. I saw that.
She's going to expect me to donate my winnings back, and I said no chance.
Yeah.
I'm keeping it if I
out
win,
of the
baby.
program now. You're not part of it.
I've paid enough money to Reading Hockey over the years. I feel like I should get something back.
You donate your time to come here and broadcast to the, 400 or 500. I know there's about 300, 400, 500 people listening. So
all of our fans across the.
Whoever's working the broadcast here does it, does it for free, and they donate their time. So that's a great thing to do as well.
Yep, we do it for the love, right? For the love of the game and for the Rockets. But all right, we will take a break here and come back for third period action.
Yeah, Winchester looks better than that one. They look better than they started.
Getting ready here for the start of the third, and Gary, last period we were making a joke about, our fans across the state or whatever I said, but turns out we can say across the country here as Gavin Furness has family watching out in Utah, of all places. So hello to the Rocket fans out there in Utah. Beautiful, beautiful country out there, and I've been out to Salt Lake a few times. My company has a location. We visited University of Utah with my son when he was looking at schools, and I love Utah. So
oh wow, I've never been out to Utah really, and
yeah,
I'd love to get out there. But great to hear that we have the Furness family clan tuning in from Utah. I'm sure there's some other grandparents out there tuning in, and parents and family members that are tuning in. Hopefully we are able to entertain you and keep you up to date on what's going on out there on the ice. We try to do our best.
Yep, and if we have folks for anywhere else out there, find a way to let us know, and we'll give you a shout out as well.
Yeah, I went back, and it looks like the puck went in that Nate Vittorisi was coming down the right side there, shot it. Looked like it went up under and came out. I could be wrong. If somebody...
Well, you were looking at that like it was the Zapruder film when Kennedy was assassinated.
Absolutely.
With all the stop action and rewind and looking for people in the background from the CIA and whatever else you were doing. But
we had
if you say it's a goal, I believe you.
We had the eagle eye on it, and it looks like it went in. But again, there's only 2 refs here. I'd love to see a third ref, to be able to help out on calls like that, maybe be in position. And also, I'd like to see them give the ice a minute to set. Last period, we had sticker puck 3 different times where it was like, on solid chances.
I wonder if that's what they're doing, because he just talked to them. I wonder if they're letting the ice settle a little bit here. I don't know.
Yeah, I would think they're, you can see water. I know you're always able to kind of see water at the end of the Zamboni there, but there's, some patches that look a little wetter than normal, and Jim Brown, Burbank's fearless Zamboni guy, does a great job, but he was dropping a lot of water tonight. And by the way, I would imagine it's an equipment thing, not necessarily Jim's doing. So, he's
a lot of maintenance on those machines. They're not easy to maintain, but Jim's a great guy. Part of Eddie's staff, his right-hand man, I believe. And so I think that maybe they decided to hold off here, and
the rink staff does a great job, along with your buddy there that takes the tickets.
Yeah, Kevin. Yeah, let's give Kevin his third period shout out. Our ticket taker, Kevin, is he's home at this point, most likely. He's here for the first 2 periods. By the way, that's a little secret for folks who don't know that. If you just want to get in for free, you do have to wait till the third period.
Yep.
But you can walk right in now and see the finish of a great game. But yeah, Kevin's home. So, hey, Kevin, thanks for your service here at Burbank, keeping people in line, collecting those tickets, and being a friendly face, first person you see when you walk in the lobby here. So, I think they're waiting, Gary. I think based on what we saw the last period, the sticky pucks, it looks like.
So we have a little downtime here. Did you happen to go to the alumni game? Did you have anyone in the? Did Jack come back?
I did not. My son did not play. It was a great. It's a great thing that they did. That's really phenomenal. They did that, and I heard it was a great turnout. Jack's theory about playing was, it's too soon. I'll come back when I'm a little older. Then he found out later there were a bunch of kids from classes 20 to 25, and he was 24. And he said, if I knew there were that many kids like in my relative age group, I might have done it. So I think he thought it was going to be like guys from the 80s and then a couple of young guys. So turns out it wasn't. It was I guess they got a good turnout.
And that was to support. I was not able to make it. I had a prior engagement, but that was to support the second JV team. So now they have a JV A team and a JV B team, and those have about 17 players and a couple goalies. There's 3 goalies in the mix that kind of rotate through both teams.
Phenomenal.
A team and B team. They're both off to good starts here. It's good to see a lot of younger Rockets coming up through the pipeline.
I was glad to hear they did that. I think the alumni game to raise some money to do it, that's a great idea. I'm sure they'll do that again at some point, which is great. I was not around to come down and check it out, but I heard good things. I talked to some folks that were here, here, and I heard great things about it. So it sounds like it was a lot of fun. The 2 JV team, I'm a huge proponent of that. There have been years I've seen they've cut freshmen, and you hate to see that because some of these kids could turn into some pretty good players, and you want to see these kids get as long opportunity to play high school sports as they can. So with 2 teams, maybe that alleviates that, and you get more kids a chance to at least practice and maybe get some game time, but if nothing else, be part of the team. And it does help the program overall.
I also had one other shout out that Joe Machichi, Cheech they call him here in town, he runs the East Coast Rockets program, which is kind of the Reading team, plays together all year long.
Yep.
When the season ends here, and he does a great job of keeping the kids together, and I fully support the way he runs things here in town. Does a great job with kind of grooming these players to become the next Rockets here, and it's on display every week because all these kids play on the Rockets, so it's a good thing to have. He's a great guy in town there, Cheech.
Cheech is a great coach, great guy. My son played on that Rockets team for 3 years. He was an alternate his first year, and Joe said, don't worry, I'll get him games, and sure enough, he did it. He works it out. He gets everybody in there, and even the alternates got a chance to play in some games. They all practice together, and then the last couple of years here, that was our primary team in the fall because it's great to see all the Reading kids together, and Joe's a great booster for Reading hockey. So hopefully he's listening.
Sure is.
And hopefully his son Zach's doing well. I think he's still playing in college, if I'm not mistaken. He was at Miser Courtier last time I heard, and
actually another kid that we coached back in the day, Jack Munini, his name came up the other day. Cam's Louisville ACHA D1 team there, Louisville, they were playing Alabama, and there were two other Reading kids on Alabama. Jack Munini is a goalie there, and Max Owens is playing defense there. So good to see a few Rockets there battling it out against
That's University
each other.
of Alabama? Is that who that is?
University of Alabama.
Okay,
against,
I know there's a few schools in Alabama. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Small world, and then there's Cam playing against them, so that's funny.
Yeah, there's actually a Reading kid and a North Reading kid on the Louisville team. Jonathan Patch is a really good player from the North Reading area, and Louisville as well. So there's a lot of Mass kids out there, and just going to give a shout out to club hockey in general. I really didn't know much about it, and totally love the club hockey scene. So it's a good thing for kids to look forward to. Sometimes some of these Rockets will probably be playing some club hockey themselves.
For the kids who love it and want to keep playing, it's a great way to do it, and that's awesome. It's awesome that that's available to these guys. We know how hard it is to play college hockey, and it seems like it's getting harder with some of the rule changes for college. So, it's not going to get easier. But if they keep expanding the club programs, that'll be great.
Well,
all right.
Good period ahead here for the Rockets.
They did let the ice dry up a little bit. Hopefully, they won't have the sticky puck situation. And now we're underway.
He could have played that.
Yeah, we have an ice right away, and I think the Winchester guys should have been able to play that.
I believe they're having an off night on the icings tonight. I think the Winchester guy definitely let that go down. If for icing, could have played it.
Rockets win that face-off back, and big hit by Vitorisi.
Vitorisi's having a very solid game tonight.
I think that was Burkhardt. He had his head down and paid the price, and now they come back the other way.
Melly's coming late.
Yeah, Gretorix had Melly streaking through the crease, but he wasn't able to get a handle on that puck, and now it's coming down the other way. Osborne, number 2.
Great back check there by Melly. Disrupted his shot there.
Behind the net, Vitorisi breaks it up. The wing, Sullivan hits Gretorix into the middle. Gretorix tries to make a move. He gets sandwiched down, and the puck slides in on Emmerich, and he ties it up.
Good try there by Gretorix. End of the shift there. Didn't have much stamina there, but good try there.
Good defense. They took him, they leaned on him and enough to take him off the puck. And you said he's probably tired there too. So, all All right, Jack Barry will take this face off for the Rockets. Second refs telling him to hold up. There was something going on the bench down here.
I'm not sure what that could have possibly been.
I have no idea. But all right, we're underway now. Shot right away by Shaughnessy is kicked out.
Good job there
Still
by
in the
Barry.
zone by Barry.
Player and be able to keep that in. That was a great job there by Jack Barry.
Around the dasher here, and Winchester is going to break it out.
Got Peabody and Furness back there on the point.
Flipped in by Flip. Winchester up the boards to center ice. Coming down 2-on-2. Barry come back in to help. Deflected down by JT into the corner. Up the wing to Shaughnessy. Shaughnessy tries to hit Filipski in the middle. It's off the mark, so now Winchester has it. They kind of regroup in their own end. They go across ice. Peabody, he was there. Nice play to keep it in by Winchester. Trying to get it out front. It goes through everybody. Back to the point. Crazy shot from the point. Doesn't do much. Goes to the corner, and Furness is going to flip it out.
Redding's got time to break out here as Winchester was offsides.
Keeves flips it up. Goes to the defense there. Winchester defenseman is going to take it and dump it in. Back to Keeves in the corner. He goes D to D. Furness tries to hit McCurtain, and they're going to say he didn't touch it. I don't think he did, and it's going to be nice.
Little handcuffed him a little bit on that one there.
Yeah, it was kind of towards his skates, and a little tough play from McCurtain to make there.
You'd like to see somebody cut to the middle right there and try to become an option there. Both guys kind of stayed on the wing.
Face off on the Rocket zone.
Rockets go back to the first line there with the D zone face off.
Winchester controls it. Rockets are all over them when they do get it out. Big hit by Sullivan. Caught the dasher and everything. He's okay and popped right up. Face off coming in at JT Cohen's left here. 12.5 to go. Face off back to the point.
Oh, big hit there.
Misfire by Winchester, and then a big hit by Sullivan. Now a shot, and it's saved by JT, and it's kicked around behind the net, back to the point again. A shot hit a shin pad, hit Doan in the knee.
Don't want to see a penalty here. You want to just kind of keep them outside and get a whistle. Get a whistle. You can ice the puck here with no effect. You can make a change if you need it.
Winchester
don't want to create a penalty here, though.
Moved the puck well there for a bit. Now the Rockets are going to have a chance to get it out, and Gretorix does. Bouncing puck. Here comes Melly, picks up that puck. Chips it ahead. It's gloved down by Winchester.
Traveling there with the Winchester guy picking the puck up.
He took at least 3 steps.
Yeah, absolutely.
He got the LeBron James call, then no call on the travel.
The Euro step. Good spotting there by Furness. I know you guys can't see what's going on, but the puck gets dumped in.
Furness just held his ground there and was able to allow them to get it deep. Out, back in. Right for Winchester behind the net. Barry out front.
Slide inside that type.
He's looking for Shaughnessy, and then Filipski came through the crease, but the scoring area. Backhanded pass got blocked out front.
Great opportunity there, turned into nothing, but wow.
I think Keaveney blocked out with his body and it went behind the net, but quick opportunity coming back the other way by Winchester, and now we have a battle in the corner. Winchester comes out with it. The pass out front is blocked by Keaveney, and now Filipski skates away from his man and backhands it in onto the goalie, Emmerich. To Osborne. He avoids a check behind the net.
Good play there by Jack Barry. Knew he was going to have to take the body to keep that in. Good job.
Yeah, just positioned himself in a good spot.
Good change there by Shaughnessy.
Up but not out. Emery dumps it right over.
Ooh, McCurtain has a loose puck. Yep.
Ooh, McCurtain's going to steal this one.
That's a hook.
And they're going to call it. They're going to call it.
Yep, that's a hook.
They're going to call a hook here.
I know that Winchester fans are going to be upset there, but You can't take away an offensive scoring opportunity. That was an illegal play by the Winchester guy. Did have his hand up around his glove area.
McCurtain was like one step away from getting clear to have a good scoring opportunity there. So
Absolutely.
it is a good call, and the Rockets going to power play with 10:17 to go in the game.
McCurtain is a very offensively talented player too. That would have been fun to see if he could get in there.
Yeah, you could tell he was going to maybe keep it on his backhand or try to get just forehand, but there's a shot of deflection. Filipski playing the point. His pass is deflected out of the zone, so Vitorisi's going to reset. Filipski back to Vitorisi. Vitorisi up. Fredericks wheels around in the corner. Winchester's going to fire it out. Got deflected, so JT will come out and take it. Throw it over to space where Vitorisi can get it. Nice job by Nate. Skating through traffic. Shaughnessy was trailing there. Couldn't quite get it, but the Rockets do keep it in.
Spread out here a little bit.
Trying to set up in the zone here for the power play. Shaughnessy.
Good job by Shaughnessy to be able to keep possession of that back to Filipski.
Filipski shoots it in and deflected into the corner
Still
by
a minute
Emmerich.
left on the power play here.
Flip back to Melly. Melly from the point. Save. Made it through all those bodies, and Emmerich was ready for it.
That's some really good chances here.
Filipski leaves it behind the net to Shaughnessy. Shaughnessy back to the point. Didn't get a lot on it, but it made it to Melly. Melly shot is high and saved. They got a rebound, but now they break it out. They had a man sitting up high in the zone. This is Brady. Brady with a hard shot and a save by Coyne, and they're going to have to take a face-off in their end with 32 seconds to go on the power play. It was a great shot by Brady.
Yeah, it was a great shot.
JT squared off nice though, and just
unfortunate to have to take a D-zone face-off here with the power play, and the time is stopped though. 32 seconds left on the power play still. 8:49 left in the second. We were going to change up, and now we're going.
Yeah, they're going to send Sullivan out there with the crew that had been out there.
Filipski's staying out there, Nate Vitorisi's staying there, Melly's staying out there, and Barry has joined the crew.
Barry and Sullivan, yeah. Melly deflects it, kicks it to his stick. Lost it for a second, up the boards, kept in by Filipski. Flip, looking for some space. Slides it out front. Oh, and a deflection went the other way. Melly's shot got deflected back, and Emmerich was going across the crease. That was a close one. Filipski, Vitorisi in the corner to Sullivan. Vitorisi's calling for it. One-timer shot, save. Rebound, Melly couldn't get it.
Teams are even strength there.
Back to even strength. Rockets still have the puck, and now it's kept in. Melly. Back to the point. Sullivan. Shots deflected in front by Filipski and a save by Emmerich.
Looks a little bit like the first period here. I know we were just on the power play here, but Reading seems to have the control back on the of the game a little bit. I know it's only 1-0. Love to grab another one.
Yeah, the period's flying by too, Gary. We're down under 8 minutes.
Yep. Going to the third line here. McCurtain, Haley, and Nolan Sullivan with Gavin Finesse and Vitorisi.
See if Furness can get one for his Utah clan.
Yeah, that would be a great
Get one back to the point and have him fire one home. Furness pinched, and then they're going to say it was out of play.
Thank God.
They hit somebody in the bench or something. I didn't see what
it
happened.
Like they went at a little speed there. Yeah, must have hit a glove.
Yeah, I think they.
You know, you love to say that the refs, when they're having a good game, you just don't notice them. You really don't even realize who's out there. But these two, you've noticed a little bit tonight, I'd say, but
yeah,
a little bit more than you want to.
Oh. The little touch pass didn't work. It's kept in by the Rockets here. Up to the blue line, flipped into the corner. Everybody waited thinking that was out of play, but it's still live puck. Sullivan now wheels out of the corner. Kicks it onto his stick. Put it back for McCurtain. Winchester does take control of this, and Connolly now flips it in and is saved by JT into the corner.
Good body.
Keaveny steps up and stands his man up there.
Good battle down there by Haley there.
Sullivan
job by
picks up
Haley
the
to
puck
take
coming
his
out of the
man.
zone. He's pass.
Matthew Haley hard on this forecheck.
Frederick steps in, keeps the puck in, but it hits the netting of a face-off coming inside the zone here. Yeah, I would agree, Gary. I think the Rockets have taken back the momentum in this game, in this period. A lot of offensive zone time here.
So to be a ref, you know, we're criticizing the refs, and you know, we just say they had a good game if you really don't notice them. But we really don't care to say that, oh, they're great, unbelievable ref. You know, but you know, these guys get out there and they, you know, I know they do get paid, but they're trying their hardest.
Yeah, it can be a thankless job. It really can. It really can. They do get paid,
Oh,
but
great
whether
stick
it's
handle there
worth
by
it,
Melly.
there's a nice pass out front, and Sullivan tried to quick shot it. Comes back to Melly in the corner. He avoids a hit. Jack Sullivan trying to get free. He was looking for a penalty. Then he gets stood up into the corner. Melly.
Calm it down, Jack. Calm it down, buddy. Don't do anything stupid, eh?
No, we don't want to give them power plays at this point in the game for sure.
Good step there by Nate Vittorisi. A little bit of roughs going on. The hands are coming up on those moves when Redding is trying to toe drag him a little bit. The hands are coming up a little higher than you'd like to see, but...
Jack Sullivan with a nice move to...
Oh, what a reverse hit there. I know nobody at home saw that, but my goodness.
Crowd like that one.
What a hit by Jack Sullivan, reverse hit. Love to see them pop a goal here. Oh, they're great play.
Bouncing puck. Filipski try to pick it up on the other side of his man. Now Winchester does have it. Osborne tries to skate ahead. He's done that a couple times. He tries to skate it all the way down and loses control. So the Rockets take advantage. But
Delver's had a couple good opportunities. I wouldn't want to see him in the slot with a good chance there.
That was Vakari, Joseph Vakari rather, not Brady, and they were offside. Winchester was, so we get a face-off coming outside the zone here. 5:14 to go.
The rankings came out today, and Reading is 7th in the MIA, so pretty good spot to be in for the Rockets. Winchester was at 13, I believe.
Past the center ice, trying to break in there, and it didn't work. The Rockets D was all over that one, so they'll send it all the way down, where Wright is going to send it around the boards and out. Vittorisi shoots one off, potentially into the corner, try to get a
5
good
minutes
bounce.
left there in the third.
Good breakup by Winchester, some speed coming down the left side. Win, pass doesn't make it through. Vakari leaves it in the corner. Barry throws ahead. He gets pushed from behind here. Puck's still bouncing around. Both teams using their body, getting physical, like you said, Gary, for sure.
Reading in good D position here.
Puck squirts out.
Great job by Ethan Filipski to be able to release that and get that puck on the boards.
Big wind up here. Puck's intercepted by Fredericks. Winchester, though, gets it back and flips it in. Under 4 minutes to go. Vittorisi hits the deck. Pass out front. Unable to get the handle on it was Conley, so the Rockets break it the other way. Melly chips it in. He gets there first. Winchester, though, doesn't let him do much with it, but now they move it, work it around, and there's a tip in. Nope, no goal. No goal. They're going to say it was high stick.
Yeah, I believe that's a right call there. I believe that's a right call. A little bit of a knuckle puck from the point. Melly was able to catch a stick on it, but it was a little bit over the crossbar.
Yeah. I think they knew it. Yeah, the Rockets knew it.
3:39 left. D-zone face-off here. First line out there with Gavin Finesse and Brady Keaveney.
Face-off comes all the way down due to the high stick, so Rockets will have to get this out, and they do. Fredericks, he's got Jack Sullivan with him. He dumps it in. Sullivan First man there for the Rockets. Big contact behind the net. And Gretorix forces a turnover. Sullivan puts it out front to Gretorix. The shot got pushed back in the corner. There's a huge hit in the corner now. Looks like
Sullivan
that's
has been
Jack
taken up
Sullivan.
on a few occasions here tonight.
Some players are coming to his defense here, and
Jack Sullivan plays the body better than anyone on the Rockets here, probably. Maybe Nate Vitorisi as well, but very physical player. He just was on the wrong end of that one there. Kind of looked like he got his ribs maybe towards the dasher. Hopefully he's okay.
yeah, he's up on his knees. Now he's getting some help, and
Probably just got the wind knocked out of him a little bit there. Good to see him getting up.
he's going to
That
skate
face-off
off.
will come out of the zone. I don't think there was any penalty there.
I didn't see him call anything, and then I don't know if they're going to call anything for the extracurricular afterward. Both teams kind of defending themselves and defending.
Neutral zone face-off here.
Yeah, he is just calling for a face-off. So
Been a
no
very-
penalties, let them play, and
Very physical game here. Very physical game. Lots of big hits.
there's nothing too egregious after that hit there, Gary.
No.
A little bumping here and there, but that's to be
No.
expected.
Yeah, when you see somebody on the ground, you kind of hope those things aren't happening. But he wasn't. It wasn't a neck injury or a bad leg injury or anything. So I think the little extracurricular activity was warranted. Whatever. We're on to the next one here.
Yep. Under 3 minutes. Lewski pinched and kept it in. Now he comes out of the corner with it, trying to create some space right onto Shaughnessy's stick, and it went through! Score! Aiden Shaughnessy with a huge insurance goal here with 2:42 to go. Puts the Rockets up 2-0.
Like I was
Lewski
saying,
made a great play there.
This line has some chemistry going, and even in the Arlington game, I thought they looked very good. They just didn't end up scoring. Filipski had a couple good chances, so as did Shaughnessy. I figured that coming into this one here, they would get going, and that was a great goal for Shaughnessy to have working hard in front of the net. Good move before that by Filipski to kind of walk his guy. Puck gets thrown out front. Puck ends up in the net. Great job, Rockets lead 2-0 here with 2:42 left.
Assist number 5, Kevin Filipski. Time of the goal, 2:42.
Got just the one assist that goes to Filipski.
Filipski got an assist there. Yeah, that
He
line,
did, yeah,
that line
he
has
made that
been
play
good.
to get it out front. I didn't know if they were going to call a secondary assist, but they didn't. But yeah, nice job.
Now we
by
have
Aiden.
Nolan Sullivan hopping up here with Gretorix and Melly, because Jack Sullivan is taking a shift off here after the hit. Hopefully everything's okay.
Nolan's playing like his hair's on fire in this shift.
Oh yeah.
Kept in by Winchester. They're going to call a matching penalty here, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to call him.
Good timing for the Rockets. Although JT did just make that save, it was a good little chance there for Winchester, but both matching roughs here.
Both number 9-on-9 crime.
Refs trying to keep it under control. I get it.
Yep.
2-0 there, 2:08 left. See if Winchester pulls their goalie, or see if, for anybody watching at home, some of these teams that don't pull their goalies, you're thinking they're not going for the win, but they're really just thinking about their rankings and positioning for the tournament by not giving up more goals against.
Oh, and there's a quick score right there by Winchester on the faceoff, Gary. Nice pass out front. That was Conley, I believe, who got that goal.
Yeah, number 10 ripped that one over JT's glove there after a little face-off play. Rockets are going to have to bear down here. 2-1, 2:02 left.
Insurance goal looms large now. That's the difference in the game here.
Sure it does. Now they're going to be pulling
Scoring in
their
the last
goalie.
minute.
They're going to be pulling their goalie now because they're down 1 goal, I would imagine. See if Redding can fend them off here. It's always a
Redding can maintain
tough thing to
control,
do.
not give him a chance to, maybe. We'll see, but Lipsky's dump in is knocked down by Winchester. They're going to go around the other side, up through center ice. They try to fly a guy, and he didn't see it. Now the Rockets do take advantage of that, get it in deep. Not out. Shaughnessy's shot is deflected off its skate. Up the boards, touch pass. Rockets step in there. Filipski on his backhand, sliding out front, save. Oh, Shaughnessy.
Oh, great try by
On the
Filipski to
rebound.
keep that out front for Shaughnessy to come in and clean up. Great chance.
Remember, made a nice play to just hold his ground there. There wasn't a lot of room for Shaughnessy.
See
So.
if the Winchester goalies start heading to the bench.
Not
A
yet.
little bit of an ice there. They're not, maybe not. Goalie comes out. We got no goalie in the net here. Red Winchester's got a 6th man on.
That shot is wide, deflected all the way around. Shot through traffic up behind the net. Winchester's trying to bring it out front. They don't, but they get it back to the point. That was off the mark, that pass. Sullivan now has an empty net up the boards. Barry could ice this. Nope, it's knocked away. Still bouncing around. Now Osborne picks it up. Sullivan rides him off.
Can JT shoot?
30 seconds. That
Great
might get
shot
in,
there by
Gary. That's
Greta.
going in.
Oh.
Oh, it was just wide.
Or Nate, or whoever that was. Did that hit the post?
No, it didn't hit the post. It was.
Is that Vittorese?
I think it went right off the skirt inside there. I thought I was being clever calling it a goal early, but it didn't.
Oh, that looked like it was in from up here, man.
It really did.
Looked like a great shot.
Really
Instead, the Rockets got 29-7. We'll see if someone calls a timeout here.
Yeah, they're gonna.
Winchester's going to call a timeout.
How do you not? You're not saving it for anything, so.
It's been a very good game, man. You know, Winchester came to play. They've had some different lopsided results in some of the games they've played, but they've been very competitive in some of the others. So this was one that they were able to come and turn it on and play hard, and still got 29.7 here. Rockets lead 2-1.
Got big face-off coming in the Rocket zone here. The matching penalty still in force here, right? There was 2:07, I think, when that was called. So
okay, yeah. So they would have to wait for a whistle after 7 seconds, and they would be eligible for overtime.
I know Melly takes a lot of their face-offs, and he's in the box, so we'll see who's taking this face-off. If it's going to be Barry, or who's going to take that face-off and try to win that back for the Rockets.
Be a good win here for the Rockets to pick up coming off the heels of the 4-0 loss to Arlington.
Yep, Winchester's got their 6 men out there. Looks like maybe Barry will be taking the face-off.
Yep, Redding's going to go with Filipski, Barry, and Gretorix on the forward line, and Keaveney and Vittorese on the D. Barry wins the face-off back to Nate Vittorese.
There's a hard shot through traffic off the book dasher. Oh, they couldn't. Now they're going to blow a whistle. The net came off, but
yeah, the Reading player pushed the Winchester to get into the net. The ref is, I think the ref will keep this one in the zone.
That was a scary bounce for the Rockets, Gary. That came right back.
Coming outside the zone, I like it. Looked like the Winchester player got pushed into the net.
He's going to come over.
It's coming outside the zone. I like it, but yes, my goodness, that was an unbelievable chance there for Winchester. You don't want to give up any more chances like that in the next 20 seconds. The student section has stayed the whole game. I like to see it. Rockets get a lot of support. One of the best bounds to come in and play at for any opposing player to come in and play in front of the Reading crowd for sure.
To paraphrase the Winchester coach, from what I could hear up here, he told their ref that was a terrible call, that their player was cross-checked into the net.
I think they should give him a 2-minute bench minor for that, and it should be a power play for the Rockets then.
I was waiting to see. I don't think he used any foul language. That might have been the reason why he didn't get called. But he clearly was not happy. Doesn't agree with this call. So the face-off is coming out of the zone, like you said, and that helps the Rockets immensely with only 20 seconds left to go here.
We'll see if Winchester keeps 6 guys out here.
Yeah, I think they are. They're going to, because it's down on this side of the ice, maybe, you know, they'll risk it.
Yep.
What do you got to lose at this point? So
Barry won that last face-off. We'll see if we can win this one here. Rockets going to stay on the D side of the puck. There's a good job by Filipski.
They got an icing call on the outside shot to try to ice this game. Instead, it was an icing call, and now we got 15-2, and Yet again, another face-off in the offensive zone here for Winchester.
Spur of the moment there, you see the net, you got the puck, you try to score. I know Jack would take that back and try to gain the red line next time, but I fully get it. There's a lot of red on that Rocket, though. He thought he was at center ice. There was a lot of red there. He probably thought he was at the line.
That must be it. Barry wins the face-off. Controlled. Oh, took a funny bounce off the helmet out front.
Yeah, that might have been the strangest play I've ever seen.
Oh, the shot that hit their own player. They didn't make it through. There is a shot and saved by JT, and that's going to do it.
Reading's going to win this one. Big win here. 2-1 win over one of the rivals in the division. 2-1 win over Winchester. Great results.
They hold off a late flurry there by Winchester. They got a shot in the last few seconds of the game, and JT saw it, had his pad down, and kept him off the board. So the Rockets will win this one 2-1. Exciting game for sure. Like you said, a great league rivalry, and big game for both teams. Two top 15 teams here. So
good battle, and we'll see you guys at the next broadcast. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you next time.